Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn November 11, 2022. Your more helpful and nurturing qualities are in demand today. Publishing and promotional projects can be satisfying. Your appeal runs high, and sharing ideas or viewpoints with someone special can be a bonding experience. As the day advances, we get closer to a Mercury-Saturn square, and there can be a small reality check or letdown. Still, the changes you make as a result of this can improve your position in the long run. You can feel pressures from inside yourself or the outside world or both, and it's a time for acknowledging your responsibilities but stopping short of the point at which worry or anxiety take over. You may discover that you can shuffle things around to accommodate both duty and pleasure. While there can be technically based frustrations, a delay, obstacle, or restriction happening now can lead to valuable refinements. An intense and monumental lunar eclipse arrived yesterday, and its thunder will resonate for the coming 6 months. It fell in a fellow Earth sign and ignited your solar 9th house of expansion. Suddenly, you may feel encouraged to pursue long-distance travel with your one and only and venture into new horizons. If you plan a trip now or for the year to come, it could end up being one of the most important experiences in your lifetime. If single, consider traveling as well. You may cross paths with a soulmate who changes your perspective on what life and love can offer. Do you need to break free? There is comfort in taking a leap of faith when the Sun in Scorpio opposes Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Although the Sun implies being focused on the here and now, you might feel the chaotic pull from Uranus retrograde to do something unpredictable. Maintain the power of your local professional community and daily correspondences. However, keep an open mind about the next step in your professional journey, since you may need to widen your perspective, learn something new, or even travel to make progress in your career path. While the moon's return to your career sector kicks off what could be a powerful few days on the job and career fronts, this is also shifting the focus away from money matters and onto the income side of the financial fence. This first visit since the last planet left your income sector comes just as the planets on the job and career fronts are regrouping, with the income potential and momentum already created hitching a ride. You can hardly contain the emotions that come up when internal conflict is triggered. This month there will be several transits that could have this effect, including today's planetary alignment. It will be easy to determine if you're getting what you want in all areas of your life. You could feel extremely sensitive about this. Make sure you are eating right and getting exercise. That's more than half the battle. Is it time you moved on? If there's been something in your life that you've had difficulty letting go, this 10-day may give you the courage and strength to do so. Loss in any form is painful for everyone. You're known for your sensitive nature, so for you, this can be an extremely painful process. Yet eventually you need to progress past the loss towards a fresh start. Take time to finish your grieving process today, and then step forward with the knowledge that you'll be all right. On the same day that Jupiter moves into his final 2 weeks in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into his final 7 days in your communication sector. This was already a match made in heaven, but it comes just as a friendly aspect between Venus on the communication and Neptune on the relationship front begins. This is the start of a 7-day period that will see the planets of love, communication, luck, and dreams become a tighter unit, something that will benefit both you and your relationships. On the same day that Jupiter moves into his final 2 weeks in retrograde motion in your relationship sector and Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into his final 7 days in your communication sector, the stars are starting to align on both fronts. It is Venus and Neptune, the planets of love and dreams, that are getting the ball rolling, but this is just the start of some stunning days across the communication and relationship fronts. Our eyes in the sky. The morning kicks off with an opposition between the Sun and Uranus. Early on, use this energy wisely to power through paperwork, homework, or any other mental activity you've needed to do, because your energy will decrease in the evening, making you want to just chill and do nothing. You are in a position of great power. Make sure that you are earning the salary you deserve. Your talent and critical eye are worth a great deal. You have a solid reputation. People can count on you. You deserve a wage that reflects this. Even though the rest of the day could feel lazier than usual, the moon moves into Gemini, making it a good time to clean and organize your space. Turn on some happy music and dance your stress away while you declutter. Getting rid of stuff that you don't want or need makes room for new opportunities while also serving to therapeutically release stagnant energies and emotions. It is quite obvious that you need to put in sheer, hard work in order to get what you want. One thing that may not be quite so obvious, however, is faith. Don't forget to have faith that what you are working on will be successful and profitable. Through tension and friction with a friend or loved one today, you are likely to reach a renewed sense of clarity. Through someone else's annoying criticism, light is shed on a difficult situation. Use this newfound clarity in the week ahead. The night blasts in with a lot of energy as Mercury and Saturn square off, so expect a change of heart for the better. This is the mystical CPR needed to get back on track so you can greet tomorrow morning with more energy. Just after midnight, the Scorpio Sun makes its annual opposition to Uranus in Taurus, an aspect that tied into the astrology of yesterday's lunar eclipse. At this time, sudden events prompt grand life changes. It's likely that we will interpret these incidents as threats to our ego and autonomy. This transit intends to disrupt our safety mechanisms so we stop relying on power plays to facilitate our evolution. But in the immediate, unexpected circumstances frustrate us, pitching us into reactive behavior. We assume that by fighting back using manipulation tactics we can assert our dominance and regain control, but this is an exercise in futility. Instead, consider what might happen if you accepted these events as harbingers of personal advancement, cosmic messengers that have come to liberate you from a predictable future. Going with the flow and adapting is better than clinging to a security blanket now. A new dawn is upon you. Light is suddenly being shed on an issue that was previously cast in shadow. Take advantage of this new beginning. You may have to change your position a bit in order to reap the full benefit of this exciting time. Before dawn, the moon sextiles Jupiter in Pisces, engendering emotional harmony. After a turbulent day, we are offered a reprieve. We are reminded that blessings are hidden within the most trying circumstances. On a subtle level, the universe is looking out for us. We can now see the necessity of change and recognize the good to be gained from a mass overhaul. That doesn't mean that we will like it. However, we will accept that we cannot stand still as the world continues to move around us and expect our situation to improve.